Hi you guys, my name's Tamika. This is my channel, Tamika Uploaded. It has been a while, as usual. 2017 just isn't my year. It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna push through. A lot of people have reached out to me. A lot of you know that I've been more active on social media, more so on Instagram and a little bit on Snapchat. And I'm always there on Twitter. I'm always there. So anyway, please, take the time. Go ahead and like me on my social media, especially my Instagram. Follow me there. Follow me on Snapchat. Without further ado, what you came for, I am going to do my Sbooktacular TBR. I decided that I really wanted to participate in Sbooktober, and I couldn't do the things that I really wanted to do, or I was lazy, one or the other. But what I wanted to do is definitely participate in the Readathon. I don't know if you can see it, but the Readathon are these challenges, and you can eat up either skeleton, the ghost, zombie, or the devil, or the witch team. I chose the witch team, and so I'm going to answer or give you my TBR based on the witch's choices. So without further ado, let's get started. So part one of our journey is read a book of your choice. So the book that I chose was Asylum by Madeline, either Rocks or Rue or Rowe. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce the last name. But it is a book that I saw around Booktube a lot, and people were saying it's scary. I have already read it. I will tell you my thoughts about it, but that is the first book on my journey. The next impasse we come to is either future or past. I am choosing past, for I am going to read Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare. Next in our impasse is non-human versus magic. I chose a little bit of both because I decided that I'm going to read City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare. I'm really enjoying these books, and I am a fan. I look forward to sharing my feels on this book. So the next challenge is to read a book with orange on the cover. So I chose a book that's just been collecting dust on my shelf for over a year. I was gonna join a readathon for it, never got to, and just so finally, The Girl with All the Gifts by M.R. Carey. I knew what the surprise was, and so I just never wanted to grab for it because I'm like, okay, there's nothing this book can offer me. So I look forward to sharing my thoughts on this book to tell you, is it worth it? The next challenge is read a book after sunset. The book that I chose is the book that I've been reading for Dewey's 20-hour readathon. I didn't complete it, but that's okay because I just read, and that's all that matters that day. And actually, I was halfway through the book, but I decided to start from the beginning because when I started reading the book was when the book first came out, so I didn't really remember anything, and so I said, let me start from the beginning. I'm a little more than halfway through, so I guess there's progress since the beginning of the year. And that is A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. As you know, I loved A Court of Mist and Fury, so it's quite natural that I should have been read this book. And I'm so glad I did, because Dewey's 20-hour readathon allowed me to really submerge myself into the story, as opposed to just kind of like being kind of here and there with it, not remembering what's happening, which is why I'm pretty sure I didn't finish it. But I'm definitely gonna finish it tonight after sunset. So the next challenge is read a book that contains the word dark in the title, or I can read the first book in a series. So I chose the first book in a series because I have plenty of things on my shelf that I could be reading. So it could be Les Grossman's The Magicians, which I've been really wanting to read. I saw season 1 of the TV show and I loved it, so I'm really hoping the book is better than the TV show. There's gonna be no problems. The next one is Pierce Brown's Red Rising. I've been wanting to read Red Rising for a while, especially during that time when they said that Pierce Brosnan was the most best looking author, and he really is good looking. So I was like, let me read this man's book. Okay, but that's sad. I picked up a book because the author was good looking. I'm pretty sure I'm not the first to do that though, right? So that's why I picked up Red Rising. However, I'm really hoping it's a good science fiction that's right up my alley. And lastly, this is a book that I've actually started, and I'm not gonna start it over again. I may start it over again. This book is by Samantha Shannon, and that is The Bone Season. People know I've been reading The Bone Season. I have not completed it. I don't know why at this point, but my goal is definitely, if I don't read it for this readathon, I'm gonna read it before the year is out. Like, I'm gonna read it before my Harry Potter marathon starts. So if I don't read it now, it'll definitely be my main book to read in November, but I'm really hoping I can kind of read it for this because I think it's kind of spooky and creepy, and you can talk to ghosts. Like, this is perfect for this readathon. Maybe I should be reading this. Maybe. Last challenge is to read a fantasy novel, which is easy, but I have a lot of fantasy novels to read. So there's one, I started a series, and I haven't talked about it yet, but I will. But I'm really debating going ahead and reading the third one for this challenge, and that will be N.K. Jemison's The Stone Sky. This series is phenomenal, and I'm really hoping this last book is gonna wrap it all up. I'll tell you more about this if you're not familiar with the 5th season series, but yeah, I'm really hoping I can dig into The Stone Sky as my last book. But if I don't, I have 2 books left in the Grisha trilogy, and I feel like this is now unhauling because I don't even know if y'all know I purchased this, but I've already read the Shadow and Bone, so I really need to read Siege and Storm, and I loved Shadow and Bone. I actually went to see the author speak, and like, I think I saw her speak like maybe once or twice. She spoke like 2 or 3 times at the event that I was at, but she signed all my books. So she signed all 3 of these books, and she signed the Six of Crows series as well. So she is so sweet, and she complimented my makeup, and I was like, yes. Anyway, I was feeling myself that day. But anyway, Leigh Bardugo's the Grisha trilogy. I'm hoping to read Siege and Storm. It'd be great if I just went ahead and read Siege and Storm and Ruin and Rising, but it wouldn't be part of the readathon. I tried to have them together, but I ended up picking up A Court of Rings and Ruin, which was unexpected. But I'm so glad I started that book because I really wanted to read that. Like, I really did. So we'll see how it goes. Either way, I'm hoping to complete this trilogy by the end of November before Harry Potter starts as well. And I'm definitely gonna have this read by the time Harry Potter starts as well. That is my journey to TEAMWITCH for the Sbooktacular Readathon. If you're doing the readathon, let me know down below what team you're on. And if you read any of these books and you have any recommendations for like the books that I can't decide which one to read for which challenge, go ahead and tell me which one's the best, which one I'm gonna enjoy. And I will see y'all in the next video. I will, because I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the next one. I love you. Bye.